The Fox 29 10 o'clock news continues
It's
now.
not like a get-rich-quick scheme, for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot of hard work and, you know, a lot of dedication to get to that point.
Well, has anyone ever told you your baby is so cute he or she could model, or maybe that your child is destined for Broadway or Hollywood?
All parents, of course, think their child is extra special, but what does it really take for him or her to become a star? Kelly Dunn here now with some insight. Kelly?
Well, you guys, you know the old saying, how do you get to Carnegie Hall? Practice, practice, practice. Well, if you're the parent of the next Gerber baby or stage and screen sensation, it takes sacrifice, sacrifice, sacrifice.
I'll dance and I'll sing.
13-year-old Charlotte Krieger was born with a gift, but she puts in hours of practice perfecting it.
I love the sweat, I love the hard work, and then the best part is working so hard and then getting to put on a show that's amazing. On nimble knees again.
Charlotte's been taking voice and acting lessons at Starstruck Performing Arts Center in Stewart since she was 8. That's her 11-year-old brother Ben, who's traveling around the world right now as part of the international touring company of Pippin. Their mom, Tracy, devotes every day, all day, making sure both of her children succeed.
And soon they'll all know my name.
A lot of people talk about spoiling their children, and I don't buy my kids a lot of toys. I don't buy them a lot of clothes. We don't go on vacations, but if they want to take a voice lesson or take more dance lessons or be in a show that costs money or go to a theater camp, I'm not going to say no. So I say yes to everything, and I do it because it makes them happy.
Jennifer Jones and her husband Peter, at the piano, own Starstruck.
Really nice, really nice. I would say, and in terms of the T's, I want you to use the consonants more.
She can tell pretty quickly if a kid has star power.
When a student, a child, a young person walks in here, can you tell if they have it?
There is a sparkle, there's a way that they project their voice, there's an energy, and when you say have it, it doesn't mean they can sing, dance, and act, but they've got something. You know, you can see that, what we call the it factor.
Jennifer is upfront with her parents from day one about the financial commitment. Private lessons run $90 an hour, the 5-month musical theater program about $800. About the amount of time they'll spend driving their kids to their lessons, and about realistic expectations.
Parent comes in here and says, I want my child to be a star. What I will say to them is, I will find out how your child is going to shine.
Things will always work out.
It's not all about being center. Exactly, not at all. It's really about finding out what you love and pursuing what you love and not giving up on your dreams.
These are your stars.
These are my stars, and this is just a small portion.
They're all cute in the eyes of mom and dad, but cute enough for catalogs, magazines, and commercials?
So I get a lot of emails with people, and they all start out the same way. Everybody tells me my child should model. And the reality of it is not every kid can.
Meredith Blackwell would know. She's the owner of Tailor Made Talent.
If the baby's very fussy, or they're scared of strangers, or they don't want to leave their mom's side, that's not going to work out.
Meredith's company was born out of personal experience. Her daughter Tailor began modeling as an infant, booked her first commercial at the age of 5.
But I didn't know a single thing about child modeling or baby modeling at the time. So I had to pretty much learn the whole thing from the ground up. And I just took a leap of faith and went for a couple auditions, and she started booking things, and then it just took off from there.
Meredith's advice to parents is straightforward. Get used to rejection. Expect 20 no's to 1 yes. Be flexible and get comfortable being in your car.
You might have to go 10, 20, 30 times before your child even books something. So you have to consider, you know, gas money. A lot of it is Miami, so you're driving to and from Miami. And, you know, you have to consider your time.
Because you don't see this every day.
The gamble paid off for Tailor, who's a 17-year-old actress with a number of movie and television roles to her credit, such as Dolphin Tale 2 and Army Wives.
I can't ever talk to him again for the rest of my life, and he's the coolest boy in the whole world.
Magic City, the Starz Network original series, is what Tailor considers her breakout role when she was 12.
This actually was shot on my birthday. Pretty inspiring, and just you can just stand and watch during your downtime and
take in all this talent, and you learn so much from that.
Taylor.
If your kid really wants to work in this business, you have to support them. And of course, this is the arts. It's going to be a big risk in many regards. But if they are passionate enough, they're going to get to the place where they need to be. I really believe that.
If your child is destined for Hollywood, Broadway, or modeling, they are probably going to need a manager and an agent. Meredith says the manager will be paid roughly 10% of whatever is booked. The agent will take another 20%.
And Meredith, he really hit the nail on the head when she said the sacrifice that you make, especially with modeling, going to Miami and all the time consumption that's there.
It's just, I mean, she told me, she said, really, you need to be a stay-at-home parent or work from home because, you know, I know your son has done a couple modeling things. You get the call the night before. And with the acting, I mean, Taylor's had to be on a plane the next day.
Wow.
So you have to really be spontaneous and be able to turn on a dime, and it becomes your whole life. It can be worth it, but just know what you're getting into because it's a lot of time with the whole performing arts. I know you did a lot of that.
It was. You miss birthday parties, you miss a lot of fun events, and you have to love it if you want to do it. But if you love it, it's worth it.
It really is. And both of these young ladies, Charlotte and Taylor, just all the best to them. They've got big careers ahead of them.
Great story,
Kelly. Thank you.